Brendan was 19, came home with headaches at winter break, which we thought were stress. And he got up at like 7:30 on Christmas Eve morning and said, "This headache is really bugging me." And he said, "My eyes are funny. I can't read anything."
I knew Brendan from elementary school. We always went to the Christmas Eve Mass together, and we had saved a seat for them, and I gave him a call to ask if he was coming, and he said that he wasn't going to come.
So we went to our ophthalmologist, who kept him there for a long time, couldn't find anything. And then he ordered an MRI.
I had a text message from a friend, and he gave me the news that he had been diagnosed with a brain tumor.
And that's when our world changed, and that was Christmas Eve.
It was so strange because we had always done everything together, and this was the first time that I couldn't be a part of his experience with it. It was something that, it was like his own kind of thing.
Brendan started asking, what are the odds of, he knew it was very serious. And Brendan from the very beginning was worried about his quality of life, being with people he loved.
Some of the nurses that we had talked to said that when some of the patients received cancer diagnoses, the friends kind of dispersed, but our group of friends really pulled together, and we just wanted to be with him as much as possible.
Those boys came up, spent, an hour on the road in the winter over their precious winter breaks, and would spend 10 minutes in the ICU with him and then turn around and go home. And it was hard at the hospital. He couldn't really be with someone who was older because his friends were coming by all the time and the phone was ringing, and I think it made him uncomfortable to be in the children's part. So, we had great people at every institution thinking creatively with us about how are we going to adapt this in a way that's going to be helpful to everybody, the other patients, plus encourage Brendan to stay in the game and stay positive.
Looking back, it was a very sad time, but we had a lot of fun. He was going through so much physically and mentally, and it must have been very difficult at times, I think, for him to be so open with us, but it really was a privilege.
He really, opened up to them and was able to sort of let them in, and, he made it a point to say, if this is the big nasty, you need to find joy. That's the kind of kid he was, hardly a kid.